Hey guys, how are you doing? It is Monday night, and I hope you guys had such a productive Monday. Um, it is day 15 of the mental toxicity detox challenge that I'm partaking in. And today, I want to talk about an article that I read earlier this morning, and I was inspired by it. And so I posted some information on it and I shared it on one of my Facebook groups. And I also put together a little post that I did on my IG, and it's about communicating effectively. There's 8 steps to communicating effectively, and really communicating assertively and communicating with respect so that you can get what you're looking for, a win-win situation, if you will. And want to talk about one of those 8 steps of communicating effectively, and that is boundaries. Boundaries are very key and critical in making sure that you are treated respectfully, and it's basically a way of you setting, what you're going to accept or what you're not going to accept within relationships that you have, or what you might want to partake in or not partake in. Some common ways to hold your boundaries in terms of phrases to use are no, stop that, I don't take responsibility for that, I'm not comfortable with that, I don't want to speak further about this. What else? I'm trying to think of some other things that I've had to say. A really key one that I love is I don't agree with that. That's not the way that I see it. So those are a couple things that you can use, and I'm sure that there's so many more that you guys have used in the past, but it's really key to hold those boundaries. And I can give you an example of something that's happened to me recently. And that is that, we're all busy individuals, and we all have, our time to do what we're going to do. And we all have our reasons as to why we're going to do them or why we're not going to do them. And I actually had a couple people that wanted to do some work together and connect and collaborate. And I just don't have the capacity to hold that space. And what I had to say was, hey, I really appreciate, your interest in connecting, but at this time, I just don't have the bandwidth to engage. And then there was another project where I wasn't interested at all, and I just said, hey, I appreciate you connecting and reaching out to me, but I just want to be honest here and let you know that this just isn't something that resonates with me. So I do appreciate you connecting with me, but it just doesn't resonate. And, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. And then, it's important to be respectful in that way and not come off across rude or disrespectful. So that's just kind of how I held my ground, held my boundaries. A lot of times we have to hold boundaries in relationships that we have. Sometimes we have friends that we love or family members that we love, and they could be toxic in our lives. And we have to hold those boundaries in terms of interactions that possibly happen, or things that are asked like, hey, do you mind if I borrow your car for the day? Or, and it's like, no, actually it doesn't, that's not going to work for me because, I have my, whatever your reason is, you can tell them, you can just say, hey, it's not going to work out for me. I'm not comfortable with that. You don't even have to go into why, because you're holding your boundary, what you're comfortable with, what you're going to accept or what you're not going to accept. But yeah, just wanted to speak on that. And I hope you guys have such an amazing Monday night. And